Warning, this video is intended for audience who are 13 or older. If you are not 13 or older, please fuck off and tell your parents to moderate what you watch online. William, hey.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't like to be reminded of that freakish CGI cat-inducing nightmare.
Oh, you're talking about in the beginning whenever they go back over the previous
That was freak out with the last. I hate that they had to, out of all the clips they had to use for that episode, they fucking used that clip with that horrific CGI nightmare. Right?
Maybe they just didn't. Maybe there was like not enough kids got nightmares from this. We gotta just show
no,
more.
Do you think it's more like a tax reason, right? Like, we spent a lot of money on this CGI cat eye. We don't want it to waste.
So it's just like we might as well get our money's worth from this shit.
Yeah, and just put it back in, right?
Oh my
just
god!
Fucking remind the audience about that CGI cat nightmare.
Hey man, I don't know. Like, look, if again, like, I'm pretty sure it's more on the malicious side where they're like, we had to give all these kids nightmares, and not everyone watched last week's episode, so let's remind them of what they missed.
Yeah. So, right. Yeah. Right. So here's the thing I finally realized about this season, right, William? Right. I realized all these fucking villains are just Mega Man bosses, right? They're straight up Mega Man bosses. This is just Airman this episode. I fucking finally realized these are all just fucking Mega Man bosses. No. If you think about it, right? This is all these characters are, right? Right.
Oh, it's so bad.
Right? It doesn't have that the Toji titles have like these mechanical robotic appearance, right? Right, like in any other season, right, where you have themed villains, like you have a bee monster, a fire monster, or any of that shit, you wouldn't fucking care, right? The fact that these like this season's theme is machinery and everything, right? You have these fucking robots with like these generic blank copy and paste template where all they do is like pretty much just change the head. Right, and like the armor, or like the orb to give it like a new weapon. It's straight up a Mega Man battle at this point.
Yeah, that's about right. Oh my god, I cannot believe that you just. It makes a lot more sense than you think. God.
It makes so much fucking sense now that I finally realized that, right?
Yeah.
It's just it makes a lot of sense, like our weekly unnamed tokusatsu podcast series about Kikai Sentai Zenkaiger, a weekly discussion series where I also a personal years of knowledge about tokusatsu and the 60th Disney animated feature film in Kanto, and joining from our friend William. That's you, a person who has no knowledge on the Spanish heritage or culture.
Okay, you motherfucker. That's a bold fucking claim.
We discussed the latest
you don't get to just talk over that, you motherfucker.
Hey, look at that episode 43. The Weathercock, and it's directly opposite the wind.
Fucking fight you, Austin. I know where you live. I'm not letting you off that easy. Oh my god.
Oh wait, hold on. Wait, the Encanto review isn't out by this point. This video gets uploaded. I just realized that. For all of the Southeast Asia, stay tuned to next Tuesday for our review of the 60th Disney animated feature film Encanto, where I present my knowledge of that film. Okay.
Yeah. What? Yeah. Sure. You present. Knowledge of a film that you just fell asleep halfway through or something.
I didn't fall asleep, alright? It was The Witcher 3 WoW. It's a very exciting game, alright?
Sure. But anyway, I guess back into the episode.
Yeah, hey, this week's enemy is hurricane season.
Yeah, that's essentially it. It's just hurricane season. But
yeah, I like how it's just continuously the Rangers get blown the fuck back by this thing, right? It's pretty funny how everyone else is just standing there normally, and the Rangers are just fucking there, right?
Yeah, which is just like the fucking wind just blowing them everywhere and shit like that. It's kind of fucking wild that like legit for this whole episode they've had a fan in their fucking face. Like legit, the actors had to just deal with the fact that they had a fan blowing in their goddamn face. It's fucking wild to me. But I mean, yeah. So
but someone shows up. But someone shows up, and is it Zox? Is it Zox who came out to help them? Nope, it's actually Stacy. What?
Yeah.
What's this?
Wild, right? Who could have thought? Who could have seen this coming?
Yeah, Stacy's there to help, and he summons the Koyu Red Carnival gear. I forgot he had the Sentai gear, honestly, to be honest.
Yeah, I forgot he called out teams to begin with.
I forgot he could do that. It completely maybe forgot about it,
honestly,
right?
The show doesn't utilize Stacy enough for it to be a thing to remember, you know? Like, and honestly, we really should, because it is a rather significant power to begin with anyway. So,
yeah.
I'm kind of surprised that, like, they don't use him more often. I'm always surprised about that, but, you know. Just regarding that, though. I mean, the episode basically begins with them basically getting wind in their faces the whole fucking time after, and then, you know, Stacy comes in and is like, hey, I'm here to help out. Also, I'm on your side now. Goodbye. And he says it in a very chipper tune, which is, like...
Yeah, Stacy's acting real friendly all of a sudden, you know?
Yeah,
right? Nothing sus about this. Right?
Okay, you say that one more time, I'm leaving this. I'm leaving right
No now. Imposter among them,
right.
some would say.
That's it, alright? That's it.
Right? The Rangers don't need to vent about this, right? One of them actually fucking left. Emergency! Emergency!
Anyway,
we need to do our task of recording.
Are you kidding me? How's it still going on? I figured this would have stopped by now.
Well, that's as far as all my fucking Among Us lingo goes. I don't know anything else.
Okay, good.
I legitimately don't know anything else besides everything I just said up until this point.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And also, just to continue off of the plot of the fucking episode. Thank God for that. That's over. Fucking Stacy's like, all right. You know, they do this really neat thing, because, you know, we already recognize the fact that he's Stacy's like taken over and everything. But I kind of like that they showed like this whole bit where Stacy's like, whenever Kaito is like, he mentions Yatsude, and then you get like Stacy like, well, or not Stacy, or whoever's in Stacy's mind, right? Just like Yatsude, and then he'll literally like, it's like checking files in the computer. Like, he'll go through the memories and he'll see who he's talking about, and it's like, oh, now I know. And then he just walks off and goes
towards Yatsude, yes.
Yeah.
The old woman, yes.
Yeah, but like I will like. Really cool that they did that. I like that. It's just a nice little detail that they did, right? And then like then it's the next scene, and then it's Bokuwa's just being all pissed off as usual. Like,
once again, how dare he?
Also,
how dare this intimidating villain that's supposed to be the main villain of our Sentai is finally putting his master plan all together when we have.
His master plan.
A maximum of 7 episodes left. 6 episodes left before the next season starts, right?
Yeah.
Boy, once again, they still have not announced the fucking premiere date for Dawn Runners, which is absolutely insane.
Really?
I'm assuming it's gonna be announced this or next weekend when the television magazine, when Televicon comes out and puts out all the magazine information. Right? Like, we are literally, like, this season is literally almost done. Right? Like we are pretty much about to enter the literal end game of this, and we still don't know when the season's ending, which is insane.
Yeah. I don't know. It is definitely weird all around. I mean, we at least knew when this show came out, when fucking Kikai Major was coming out. So it is kind of interesting to think on. I wonder if it might be a COVID thing too, where they might have to delay. I don't know, but again, that's just speculation at this point, and it's kind of pointless until we get further details on it. But
yeah.
You get like Kaito. No, not Kaito. Sorry, we're back in with Boku.
Yeah, so Stacy's at the candy shop and everything. He's like, yes, I want ice cream. I want the human frozen milk protein. Give me those frozen human milk that are made from a cow's udder, right?
Wait.
Yum yum.
Is milk a protein? I don't think milk's a protein.
Oh, this milk substance, right?
Milk. Protein.
Give me that 2% and everything. I love 2%.
Oh, hold on. Is
Oh.
milk a protein? That's a better
Are you
question.
really looking this up?
You don't know. How much protein? Yeah, I guess it's. Wait, hold on. Oh no. You know what? You're correct. It is a source of protein. So there you go.
Hey, wait. You got milk?
Okay. I refuse to acknowledge that. So we shut up. Why is that getting to me? It's so stupid. Anyway, fucking Yasumi is glad to see fucking. No, are we past it? No, we're not there yet. She's fucking excited to see fucking Stacy, right? And then she's like, okay, I'm gonna go get you a sundae and shit, and so she goes off. Then you
Yeah,
get,
I kind of. Hey, Sunday sounds really good now.
no,
you
like
know?
legit though, if there was like if this show would be like, I mean, I'm assuming the show is actually rather popular, but like, or at least fun to watch, right? Over there, but like,
yeah, I don't know.
If it became,
I don't know. I don't know. Why do people not like the stupid Japanese kid show intended for a Japanese kid between the ages of 6 and 12? Where are all my adult themes at, right?
Yeah, but
right? Why isn't this made for 30-year-old Westerners in a country where Toei officially cannot legally even air Sentai in? Right?
Oh my god. Yeah, but why can't I get my characters like they did it in fucking Jetman? Why can't my characters go into hell, huh? Come on. Jetman did it. Why don't you? But anyway, like,
why isn't these season not like my old 90s shows and everything, right?
Yeah, right? But
how dare Sentai adapt to the times and not be stuck in the 1990s?
Oh my
right?
God, yeah. Why don't they stay back? Why don't? No, never mind. I lost steam.
Hey, why don't they stay back where women didn't have rights?
Oh my God. Okay. All right. Nope. That's enough. But fucking like Zox and everyone, like Zox, Flint, and basically Zox and family, right? They fucking come in. They're like, oh look, it's Stacy, right? And of course they're kind of like wary and stuff. And then
yeah, like, hey, what's going on here? Hey, we're not cool yet, you know.
Yeah, and then like Stacy just kind of goes. Wait, does Stacy know by this point? I don't remember if he actually knows or if he got a call, but they're like, Zox is basically confronting Stacy about like he wants to talk to him about something, and then it's like Stacy's like, oh, you know what, just wait until I get my snack, right? And then he just smirks like slyly up to
he's all scheming, right?
Yeah.
And then I just love I love the B plot now of this episode, right?
No.
Where it's just the Zenkaiger team not B in this episode, which is the funny shit.
They literally they literally have to deal with just walking in front of the wind and just trying to get anywhere. Literally all they're doing is just like, they're just talking about like why Stacy's acting the way that he is, right? Like they're just wondering if.
And then they just keep getting. By the way, there's a lot of trash in Japan. It turns out.
Yeah,
a lot of fucking newspaper just keep blowing in their face.
Like,
right?
Like I get the point. Is just to like show that like they're facing like very heavy winds, and that's why they can't move forward so easily. But it just makes it seem like Japan is kind of like a dirty place to live in. Surprisingly, it's just like they have all this trash everywhere, and it's just like.
Yeah, it's just fucking funny how they kept. How they just have to keep walking like this, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is like the stupidest B plot I've ever fucking seen in a show, right?
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with it's such a stupid B plot that has no meaning.
I mean, like the thing is, at the very least, I do like how they like. Using the whole B plot, I like the fact that they used the chance to actually talk about Stacy and whether he's betraying them, if Kaito actually got to him, and they also kind of use it to establish how Kaito's like, well, Stacy's just acting really weird. He's a lot like this headwind, right? And it's just kind of like setting up how Kaito's like actually very really suspicious of Stacy in general, and mainly because of his temperament, right? Because he does know him a good bit, and considering how much they interacted, makes sense, right? And so then it kind of cuts to the next scene where they're in a warehouse, right?
Yes, this unknown warehouse that we have never seen before, right?
Yeah, exactly. A totally new location we'd never seen before.
Yeah, new location. Right.
Yeah, and then this is when they start making a deal where Stacy's just like, oh, you know what? I'll help you out with your thing if you help me out with mine. But before they can solidify anything, fucking Headwind comes back in with like a whole bunch of kudex, right? Where he's just like, you know what, Overlord Bokuwas is sick of you, so we're gonna shoot you and everything. But then Stacy's like, Lamau, look at that, you can't do shit to me, my guy. And then Zox and Stacy just kind of put halt to negotiations while they just like had to fight them off.
Yeah.
Also very noticeably, very noticeably, Zox doesn't dance or anything when he transforms himself.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's just,
is he getting serious now?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Yeah, like it is a nice change of pace to kind of show how serious he's seriously taking Stacy in this offer piece.
Right? Hey, well, wait. You're saying he didn't take it seriously when he was transformed into a cat and had to sit under a kotatsu?
Oh my god.
The previous week?
Stop reminding me of
was that not a serious? Was that not a serious?
You despise the cat.
Situation.
Why would you bring it back up? Why? Why? Oh my god. But fucking yeah, so the fight's about to go off. Fucking cats. And then
meanwhile, the Zenkaiger, once again, still trying to struggle to make it back to the fucking back. By the way, I just love this stupid fucking gag of newspaper and like random pieces of paper coming out of nowhere, being blown into them, right?
Mm-hmm. And fucking like, oh my god, like Majin took like a fucking hit, my guy. Like, I know it's exaggerated because of the camera, but I was like, oh, that's gotta hurt when I was watching it. Where they literally had Majin fly back towards the fence that's outside, like separating the what do you call it, the colorful palace or wwhatever.
Colorful the fence board.
Yeah, the fence boards, right? She just literally just fucking hits it, and then I also love the fact that Yatsura just honestly just takes it in stride because they literally always go back when something weird happens. She just has this fucking
Also, I love how they keep to the continuities when Yatsura goes out, right? Like there's no when, but as soon as the other Rangers approaches the front of the store, it gets windy again, right?
Yeah,
it's that's pretty good. That's a good joke. Right?
Yeah, I mean,
right? And then Kaito says like he figured out what to do about the win. And right? And I thought something fucked up was gonna happen, but I'll get to it when they actually get to it.
I think I know what you mean. I think I can suspect, but I guess when we get to it, we get to it. So
when we get to it, we'll get to it, right? Yeah. But Kaito comes like, oh wait, I figure how to play around the win, right?
Yeah. And then he's just
and then Zox and Stacy are still doing their fight. But then guess who's here? It's Barashitara, everyone's favorite dad.
Yeah,
right?
Everyone's favorite dad, especially Stacy. And then literally he's just like Barashitara is like, I didn't know you had the balls. I'm actually kind of proud of you, kid, for betraying the team. It's just like, and he's just like, yeah, okay, sure. And then let's fight. Everyone's fighting and everything. So as the fight's going on, while Barashitara is just mainly focusing on Stacy, you get Zox facing the Kudex and the Headwind World. Is that what they call it?
Sure, yeah, let's go with him. Yeah, I was gonna say Hurricane World, but yeah, that's good enough.
I said Headwind. I just refer to it as Headwind. But Hurricane, honestly, Hurricane is a lot easier to say. So yeah, Hurricane World, as he shall be known henceforth.
Yeah.
Fucking, he finds an opportunity and then blasts Zox with the wind, and then he's like, now the wind's blowing in every direction for you, wherever you're facing. You can possibly stop me now. And then it cuts to like, fucking the Zenkaiger team. They announce themselves. They literally arrive into the scene running in backwards.
Yeah. Right?
Oh yeah, so here's the thing. Okay, so I really do want to know. What did you think they were gonna do?
I thought they were gonna use Yatsura as a shield because she wasn't affected by the wind. That's what I legitimately thought was gonna happen, right?
Like they would just bring in Yatsune, use her as just like, hey, you.
No, they just walk behind Yatsune, right? Like they're all in a line, but Yatsune's in the front, right? Because it's pretty evident that only the Zenkaiger are affected, right? Because the way that scene played out in the previous scene with the Zenkai was that Majin gets blown through the curtains, right? Into the wall, right? And then we see the wind blowing. But as soon as Yatsune enters scenes, right? The wind stopped blowing. And then the Zenkaiger enter the scene again. And then the wind starts blowing again. And then Kaito says, I got it. I thought of the plan, right?
Yeah, okay.
Right, because the inclusion of the way that this scene was done, they made no indication of walking backwards at any point. Like, at no point did they realize we should walk backwards or some shit,
the
right?
Thing is, I think the way he figured it out was literally because of Majin literally flying backwards. I literally think that's how it happened. Because once he...
was that I was so fucking confused by that scene.
As soon as she flew backwards...
I didn't understand how he came to this weird fucking conclusion. Hey, let's just fucking do everything backwards.
No, yeah, because the thing is, as soon as she flew in backwards... She went flying fast, but the fact that she moves faster than how they were walking was probably what gave Kaito the idea. My thought when you mentioned that, where my mind went to, was the fact that I thought they were literally gonna throw themselves at the enemy and then just be able to deal with it that way or something. That's what I thought you meant. That or they toss each other. They fucking toss each other into the enemy. That's what I thought you meant. That's what I thought, but yours is
No, my thought was they were just gonna use an old lady as a shield, right? These heroes of justice using a defenseless old lady as a shield, right? For them to make their big plan, right?
To be fair, they did put a child in harm's way at some point, so that was a thing. But fucking, so yeah, they fucking walking backwards, which is, it makes sense, but God, it's just the fucking weirdest thing. Like, even everybody else was acknowledging. This fight scene is
so fucking nonsensical and fucking stupid. How they have to do everything backwards,
even
right?
the enemy acknowledges
it. Just a bunch of trash just keeps flying in the background of this entire fight scene, which is the funniest thing, right? Because you have, like, leaf litters and, like, once again, a lot of fucking newspaper articles randomly fly around, right?
Yeah. It's just, it's, again, I know it's for effect, but my God, that has to be a dirty fucking warehouse. But fucking, they do the transformation backwards, which is wild as shit. Like, it's like they don't even, like, let me go back just to make sure, but I don't think they went through the
They did not. They didn't even do the team call, right? They just do the transformation backwards, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? I would have liked it. I also thought it was way more fun. They actually did the team roll call, but they had them facing the other way as they do their poses.
Yeah, if it was just like we're just facing their backs, it would have been fucking fantastic. I would also love that they had trash flying in the middle of the fucking roll call too. Which I guess technically it did, but also really it didn't. So they started fighting everybody honestly backwards. Zirin was actually really fucking brutal with how he just killed like one of the Kudaks. Because he like a Kudak's behind him, he legit just lets go of the sword and then bumps it with his shield, and then has the sword stab into the Kudak behind him.
Oh yeah, no, he just kills a Kudak. He was like, fuck. It's like, man, that guy is super dead.
Yeah.
That guy died.
It's just like an unexpected brutality when it came to this fucking show. Because honestly, like, I don't expect it with this. But I also like the acknowledgement that the Hurricane was like, they literally just brute forced it. And it's just like, he's like, how? Why? How does this work? And then, fucking everybody fights. Zox is also like, well, whatever works. And then he starts fighting Hurricane World. Even Barishita is like, well, that's weird. And then so it's like, well, at least it's funny. And then they continue back on their fight. Then you get like Kaito summoning Red Racer and Go On World as they
and Go On Red. All right.
Go On Red. I mean.
All right. Here is where this joke fails. All right, William. Right. So these are both card-themed Sentai season, right?
Yeah.
So we have Go On Red on the left, and we have Red Racer on the right. But the joke is that Sechan, being the god awful encyclopedia that he is, confuses them as each other, right? Right, due to their backside. Which, all right, I mean, like, even then you can't really confuse them because one of them has panel lines all over their suit body, so it's kind of fucking obvious who's who, right?
Yeah.
Right? But here's a missed opportunity with this joke, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So there's another car themed Sentai season called Turbo Ranger, okay? That came out in the 80s, okay?
Yeah.
Right? The working title for Turbo Rangers was Car Ranger.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? So then years later, they actually made Car Ranger as an actual Sentai season, right? And and then every time that they do these weird Sentai series, they do the joke of Turbo Ranger and Car Ranger, okay?
Uh-huh.
Like they know like they acknowledge the production history as an in-universe joke, right? Because in Gokaiger, right, the pirate season, right, there was a season where their Gokaiger had to do the Car Ranger episode, right, the Legacy episode, right, where they got one of the Car Ranger, where they got the Red Racer back as a cameo appearance, right? But the Gokaiger transformed into Turbo Ranger instead of Car Ranger. He's like, hey, that's not the season. That's the wrong one. Like, he makes an in-universe joke about them transferring to the wrong. And I feel like this is a legitimate missed opportunity within this show's meta narrative, right?
Oh, okay. No, I see what you mean. That does sound like a missed opportunity, honestly.
Right? Yeah, but yeah, so because they're both car thieves, they're like, yeah, I guess, right? But I feel like, yeah, you missed this joke of getting out Turbo Red or the fuck. I don't remember the name of the Red Ranger in Turbo Ranger.
Yeah.
Right, but this was legitimately a missed opportunity joke, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Yeah,
with these two seasons. Yeah, so he gets out Go On Red and Red Racer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from both of them from the car theme season, which and then when they said doing a fucking bad job, hey, he needs to post an apology on his blog on his blog page after this, all right? If I go to his blog and I don't see a letter of apology, I'm gonna send him hate mail, all right?
Oh
I'm gonna send him death threats on Twitter, like a responsible fan of any media franchise, all right? You're not a real fan of a media franchise unless you send death threats to cast members, alright?
Hell yeah. But fucking, so where are we in this? Just because I need to find, oh yeah, so they summon them, I mean, right? Also, I have to acknowledge, like, so, Kaito uses them to fight, you know, like, I'm just kind of like, they don't have to walk backwards, they could just face forward. I just kind of find it funny that because they haven't been hit by the beam and they're just like, oh, we're gonna walk backwards anyway just to flex on you. Fucking. They also do the fucking finisher backwards, which is fucking wild as shit to me. Because it's like, I guess somehow, even if you're still shooting backwards, it still fucking works. Somehow it works, but it does. Fucking.
It makes no sense how technically this shot works. Is that like Kaito points the gun up or anything? No, he just fucking shoots it and it just fucking fires. It triangulates it angulars or whatever the fuck. It blows back to hit them. Right?
Yeah.
But at least they keep the motif, the model where we only see the back side of the helmet being shot, right, and not the front side. So at least they kept that up, right?
No, yeah, that's good. But I mean, again, this is little details like that do make the jokes hit sometimes.
Yeah.
But
but hey, they defeat Hurricane World, so everyone's free. Yeah. They're free from the hurricane.
So they go in and help Barashitara. Not help Barashitara. They help Stacy fight Barashitara. But then.
And then once again, our favorite event in any tokusatsu, gang tactics, right? Just everyone teams up to beat the shit out of one character, right?
Yeah, exactly. But then Barashitara, being very familiar with gang tactics, fucking just explodes everything around him.
Yeah.
But not before saying, like, you know, oh, you think it'd be so easy to stop me? And then, you know, proceeds to blow everyone up. But then you also get the comment, like, after the comment afterwards when everyone's just kind of been hit by his attack and down for the count for a little bit. You get Stacy basically saying, well, that's why they make him that's why he's the military commander. This is a thing where, like, it's important in the fact that Kaito is like, okay, there's definitely something wrong with Stacy here, because this is not something Stacy would ever say at all, right? And then so Barashitara honestly just fucks off. Fucking as he fucks off, then you get the Kudai Tetsu to come in and step on the fucking fucking gear, and then does the transformation and everything to become bigger Hurricane World, right?
Yeah.
Then Kaito is just like, all right, we're gonna transform now, and then because
Let's do our transformation sequence.
But because of the wind,
right, and then and then as they're doing the transformation sequence, it got fucking blown apart, which is pretty fucking great. See, once again to show keeps fucking up my expectations, because I thought what was actually gonna happen in this scene was that they get the transformation mixed up, right?
Oh yeah.
Because if you remember, like there's two left side and two right side, right?
Yeah.
Right, and the common combination is Jiren, Gowon, and Majin Vroom, right? I thought we were gonna get Jiren, Vroom, and Gowon, Majin, or wherever the fuck the flip flop side is, right? Like the combination we don't see a lot, right?
Yeah, I mean that would have been cool.
That's what I thought was actually gonna happen, because we see them momentarily in the air just flying around, and I thought that was gonna happen, but no, that's not what happened. They just fight backwards again. It's pretty pretty disappointing, right?
Yeah, but then you get so they can't transform, and they try walking backwards, like they did before. But apparently Hurricane World, when in big boy mode, he has the extra advantage of having a weather vane, and he can direct the wind in which way he wants. And so he basically ends up putting them in a tornado, and they're basically out of the fight. But you get Zox, who, and honestly, I do think this was this was clever on Zox's part, because he does have that capability. But he transforms the ship in space, and then basically essentially says, "All right, well, you know what? There's no wind in space, so I'm just gonna shoot you in space.
In space, no one can hear you scream, right?
Yeah, no one can hear you scream in space.
There's no. Hey, you know what they say? There's no alien in space. All right.
Wait, no.
Right.
Wait.
You will not have your requiem in space. Right.
What? No. What? No.
Right?
No. Hold on.
Right. There will be no Alien versus Predator in space.
You're just
some would say.
You're just gonna keep coming with shit. Okay. So anyway,
look, this is the end of Prometheus.
Oh
okay.
God. Anyway, fucking, he shoots down a
fucking.
No, you stop.
Is that all the
so
titles?
he shoots down.
Did I miss any?
Yes, you're
done.
Did
I miss anything?
No, you're done.
Hey, look. In space, there is no isolation. All right.
Oh my God, you're even including the games. Jesus. But yeah, fucking, he shoots from space. He destroys the cannon and the weather vane, I believe.
Yeah. He hits them with his covenant, some would say.
Oh my God. No! Anyway, fucking Zox destroys it, comes back down, and then fucking
Oh wait, are they making a television series? What?
For Alien? Yeah, they are.
What, they're making a television series for FX on Hulu?
Yeah, we are.
Let's see. It's supposed to air in 2023?
Yep.
Holy shit!
Yeah, we are. Oh, you didn't know about this?
I did not know they announced a new Alien.
Yeah. Well, Ridley Scott's
involved. Is this a reboot? What is this? Is this a?
No. To my knowledge, I believe it's within universe is the deal here. So I don't know how far they are acknowledging the Alien movies. I would imagine they'll at the least acknowledge 1 and 2, and I believe they'll probably acknowledge like Covenant and Prometheus, because Ridley Scott's involved, and that's what he considers canon at this point. Even though they're not.
Is Ridley Scott involved?
He is involved. Yes, that's why it's being.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's just at that point where he's reviving old franchises and stuff in to have. I guess.
Hey, I better not see any cell phones in this Alien TV show. All right. It will ruin the immersion of the movie. All right.
What if they were space phones?
Oh, space phones. That's the thing.
What if they were blocky 80s space phones? How about that?
Oh, they were blocky 80s. Oh, that's right. That way those kids can't be on those TikToks that he hates so much.
But fucking
right?
Yes, exactly. But yeah. So I mean
then you can pretty much Zox has his last duel with
it's not even Alien anymore. Anyway, fucking Zox destroys the shit out of fucking Hurricane World. Okay. Fuck me. Anyway, and then.
Laughing so hard about that fucking joke.
Oh my God. You really enjoyed that joke, didn't you?
I really enjoyed that last duel joke because hey, here's the thing, William. Here's the thing. I enjoy it more than watching the actual last duel, right?
That's fair, you know. That's fair. Fucking but like anyway.
Yeah.
So the moon's yellow for some reason, and so you get the team.
What's
the
this mysterious? Remember, this is Kikai. This is a parallel Earth. So I don't think we ever established the moon within this universe, right?
I want to say that we may have, but then again, it might just be.
I don't think we ever
assuming.
established the moon's color within this universe.
No,
so
no,
I'm okay. I'm taking.
No. I mean, no. Like the thing is, I acknowledge what you're saying. It's just like I don't know. Like the moon looks weird, man. It just looks weird in general.
Yeah, it looks too piss yellow,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I don't like the color of this moon.
I don't like it at all.
Yeah, it's the shading. They like chose like the worst shading possible.
Like, I get it.
For like this weird alternate moon.
Like I get it's supposed to be some weird ominous thing, but you would have done a better job making it red and being very obvious about it than making it yellow and sickly and weird. I mean, unless that's the point, but I wouldn't know.
I mean, if they want an ominous moon, they could have just made this thing red or something,
no,
right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because then it's at least it's like it's obvious and weird, right? And like it gives you a foreboding sense. Yellow, it just makes me think it's ugly and shit, honestly. But yeah, so like basically everyone's confronting Stacy. We're like, yeah, we know you're not Stacy. Everything you're saying is literally the opposite of what Stacy is, especially with how you're talking
right?
about Barshitara.
You're not bringing up your dead mother enough, right? The real Stacy talks about his dead mother a lot, all right?
Yeah, he just comes up to random people talking about like, hey, you want to hear about my tragic backstory?
That's how he strikes up conversations with people. Hey, is your mom dead? Mine is.
He just walks up to a kid trying to be nice. Like, hey, you're gonna be all right. You want to know why? Because at least your mother's alive. That's
right. He walks up to kids saying, "Hey, are you a child born from a person invading your planet?" And I am.
Oh my god! Oh god! No! Oh god! That's a lot harsher than this. Oh my god! Like that's technically what happened, but oh my god! Oh my god! That's
Stacy is a child of war. If you think about it.
No, that's true. That's legitimately true, and it's just oh my god! But to put it out like that is actually just kind of like. This is a lot darker than I remember it being, but that's basically because they just don't treat it that seriously. But fucking anyway, then Stacy just kind of fucking like, yeah, but you know what? It's true. I want to destroy the Toji Tendo, and he just literally just dips out, and then everyone else like, well, what about that then? You know?
Right. So this just raises up a lot of questions now, right? Because we know this is Gage. Masquerading as Stacy, right?
This is...
And so now we can only assume that Gage is like the real mastermind behind, right? Because once again, this season is really bad with his villains, right?
Yeah.
Right, in terms of like Bokuwas, because he is not like a threatening villain in any way. Because I haven't felt like he was like a we gotta do something about this guy. This guy might destroy our planet, right?
He doesn't do shit. He just sits around and just have other people do
like he's not an opposing villain in any sense to these characters for them to take seriously, right?
There's no
all of a sudden we
presence,
have Gage showing up who's now scheming behind Bokuwas. He's like, hey, I want to destroy Bokuwas too, right?
Yeah. So I think here's two ways. Potentially three ways. Because this is going to be my theory crafting section here. So
right.
This is how I view it. Because the thing is, they did establish the fact that Bokuwas did overthrow the previous overlord, right? So my thing with this is potentially either the overlord, so assuming Gage. The thing is, Gage is the mystery here. So I'm assuming when the overlord died. Either Gage was a pet of the Overlord and is plotting revenge, and
or he could be the previous Overlord, right?
Or he could be the previous Overlord, and so if he was, he may just be putting things in his favor to just just regain control, either by making Bokuwas vulnerable for takeover or what have you. It's a toss-up, but the thing is, if that's the case, then at least Gage is being the real villain isn't such a bad thing, because they have been making Gage doing like a whole bunch of things, like subtle things where he's just like he did help out the enemy, like he did help out Kaito at one point, I believe, and then he's doing a whole bunch of stuff behind the scenes. So at least if he is like the actual villain, I would actually appreciate that a lot more, because at least he's actually doing something. He's actually proactive.
Right? Yeah. Like I would like if Gage now being the villain is not gonna be the biggest, because like I said, this Bokuwas is a shitty villain, right?
Yeah. Because
who
again,
does absolutely nothing.
Nothing at all.
Right? So Gage coming out to be the real mastermind, so like I would not be surprised, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And if now they're just setting up the I guess the arc, like the trail, the breadcrumbs, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, is that Thanos?
Oh my god.
Is Thanos coming?
I do also want to say it may also potentially be that Gage is just literally just getting rid of all overlords because he's trying to get in control, because maybe he doesn't like being a pet. That's just the other one I just want to throw out there, because it would make a kind of sense, because the thing is he also has like a very odd like sense of control, over Bokuwa. So I don't know if it's just because he's just really good at buttering somebody up, or maybe he did some mind thing to him too, But again, this is just a bunch of theory crafting. But those three remain, like the first two have a lot more make a more stronger case than the third, I think. But it would make sense,
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's what I think, and if they do,
if they do, I wouldn't be surprised. I'd actually be really glad.
Yeah, I would be very glad.
If it is, right? Yeah. Right, because like I said, Bokuwas is just a shady villain who hasn't been a proactive character within this franchise, within this series at any point for any of us to care about.
Yeah.
Right.
But
Gage has been scheming, right?
And so at the least, this isn't out of the blue, and it feels appropriate, if anything. Although, again, the mind thing, out of nowhere, but
yeah,
it's something. So whatever. But but it's a fun episode. But we actually do get some plot, so that's appreciated.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's it so far, really. On my thoughts on this.
And then next week we get the long-awaited episode arc they've been setting throughout the entire series with Zox.
Oh yeah, definitely. Where Zox and
that's right. This character arc journey of his finally comes to fruition. After they've been teasing and setting it up.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, at least we get it. So We'll see how it ends. Hopefully it's not bullshit, but
All right,
I wouldn't think so, because this show is a lot better than Kikai Major, if anything. So we'll see.
All right, is that it?
Yeah, that's
Anything
it.
else you want to say?
Nah, I'm good.
All right, stay tuned next week when William takes up paternity to find out who his real father is.
What? No, what?
All right, that's this week's episode. Coronavirus is still a thing.
Hello?
Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Catch your shot. Okay, thanks. Bye.